Thank you so very much. It's Friday. Okay, so we look good for our age, don't we? Don't we? In August of 1836, John Kirby Allen and Augustus Chapman Allen purchased 6,642 acres of land for about $1.40 an acre. That land is now part of the city we call Houston, named after San Jacinto war hero and first president of the Republic of Texas, Sam Houston. The founders wanted Houston to be a great center of government and commerce. Here to share how we became all that and more, please welcome historian and chair of Houston's 180th birthday celebration, R.W. McKinney. Good morning. 180 years old.
It is true, and we've come a long ways since we first founded that day, August 30th, 1836. So it's coming up, and we're here to celebrate.
Yeah, it's interesting because Houston has been such a quiet town for so long, and it seems like over maybe the past 2 or 3 years, people are like now all going, oh, that place called Houston, right? Because we always kind of operated in the face of Dallas.
We think it's a sleepy town, but it's not. Houston's had a lot of milestones, a lot of innovations in its 180 years, more so than many other cities out there, and it's time for us to brag about it and talk about that.
Yeah. One thing that makes, when they talk about a city that can have great commerce, one thing that can add to that, especially back at that time before air travel, was having a port. So the Port of Houston.
It was the hurricane of 1900 in Galveston. Before, that, Galveston was the it city in Texas. And because of that hurricane, it really positioned Houston to take advantage of that opportunity. And ever since then, it's done nothing but take advantage of model opportunities that have happened its way. So 1914, the port opens, and we continue to have, a tremendous amount of growth and tonnage, the most in the, in the country, and in the world, also one of the world leaders of that too.
All right. Of course, NASA put us on the map.
You got the past, and now you've got the future. I mean, we made a lot of waves in the 50s and 60s with our space program here. We were at the forefront of all that. It was the first words, of course, spoken on the moon, July 20th, 1969. And we just continue to have innovative people that move to this city to make the city great and to change the world, with those talents.
All right. The Texas Medical Center, the largest medical center in the entire world.
It absolutely is. You have the largest concentration of medical facilities in the world here. All the great medical minds are right here in Houston, Texas. And MD Anderson recently ranked the #1 cancer center in the world. So something happens, and that's happening right here in Houston.
Is kind of how it all started. You had the Anderson family, the Taub family, and several other families that basically said people should have access to health care. And so that was one of the things that also they started this thing called this medical center.
It's the continuous generosity of Houston, including Monroe Anderson. He's the one who gave the lead gift to get Baylor College of Medicine in, to get the University of Texas to come together, and everybody else started growing and piling on it. And the folks that come here, by the way, to seek medical attention, they're pumping in money to our economy. They're not staying for 1 or 2 trips. They're staying, for months to get treatment.
They're eating here. They're staying in hotels here.
Absolutely.
7.2 million patient visits every year.
Every year.
That's crazy.
And the zip code too, 7730, which is the medical zip code, has 21,000 people just in that center alone. So you can imagine the amount of density that happens.
100,000 medical school students, and the first successful heart transplant, Dr. Denton Cooley in 1968. So lots of firsts came out of our medical center there. Okay. The most diverse city in the country. When I moved here back in 1998, I remember Dr. Kleinberg saying, here's where we're heading. We will be the most diverse city in the country. And I moved here from New York City, which a lot of us were like, no, New York is the most diverse city. But what's interesting, you look historically in Houston, more people from around the world, different countries, came in through Galveston than Ellis Island. So the seed had been planted.
They did. We have over 145 languages spoken in Houston. There's that's a big deal. There's over 88 consulate generals that are here in Houston as well. So, I mean, this is a very international, diverse city, and probably the most in the country. I mean, we're really creeping up population-wise. We're going to be the 3rd largest city. We've got about 6 million people here. Chicago has about 9 million or so, so we're getting real close to surpassing them.
Yeah, they're saying in the next maybe 5 to 10 years, right?
It'll definitely happen.
Okay. Because we have that diversity here, we are now known as like the #1 foodie city.
Yeah! You get these people to come in, they bring their culture.
About that one, right? I know, yeah.
They bring their culture with them. They bring just different talents to our city. Houstonians, it's always been a great city to live in, cost of living wise. We have lots of expendable income. For example, Houstonians eat out 4 times a week on average, which is more than every other major city. So it's an example of, and you have plenty of options to choose from when it comes to that. And that's what makes Houston great too.
Every chef you talk to, they'll say, what I love about it is that you have the diversity in the original form of people's cultural foods, but then we can mix it. Like I have a friend who is Mexican and Chinese. And so he's like, yeah, my egg rolls have all kinds of things in them, right? But he just, the fusion, what we call it, right? So you're mixing things up and coming up with whole new dishes as well. We are also the energy capital of the world. Thank you, Spindletop.
We are. 1901 Spindletop, you're right, and it's just kind of grown ever since then. Before that, we were really involved in lumber. lumber and cotton was a big commodity here, but ever since Spindletop, you have all these energy businesses, over 5,000.
Yeah.
They call Houston their home. Our Fortune 500 companies that we all know of, majority of them are located here in Houston. So I mean, that's a big deal. So our economy is, and we learn from our mistakes, by the way, our economy is much more diverse now. We don't just have energy, we also have medical, of course, we have finance, and all those things coming
we have
into play.
high tech coming our way.
High tech coming our way as well.
And I think we have more billionaires living in Houston than any other place in the country.
And they're generous. They give back to the community, and that's what makes Houston great.
Well, we're the most philanthropic city in the country as well.
We are.
Okay. You are chairing this birthday party celebration. Tell us what the celebration is going to involve. And
well, I've got to give credit to the Heritage Society, because the Heritage Society, which has been around since 1954 in Sam Houston Park, you probably know the homes that are over there. They're taking the lead on this effort, and I'm so blessed to be involved with it, really kind of educating Houstonians about their past. And they've been doing that for a long time now. And the goal is to get people to realize, what treasures lie in their backyard, which is our backyard, which is Houston. So 180 years. It's going to happen on Sunday, August 28th, 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock. It's free of charge. The public's invited. Can't say enough about our great partners. You got HEB, Central Market. They're donating cake for everybody. We're going to have a big birthday cake out there.
I think we should have it like right now.
Let's do it now.
Here we go. 180 years. Happy birthday to Houston. Let's hit it.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Houston. Happy birthday to you.
Can I just add in there the reason why we look so good for 180? I think we have more plastic surgeons per capita in the city than anywhere else. All right, you're invited to celebrate Houston's 180th birthday on Sunday, August 28th from 1 to 3 p.m. at Sam Houston Park. For all the details, visit greatdayhouston.com. We're going to dig into this cake donated by HEB in just a little bit, all right? Blow your horn. There, okay.